Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Yo, what's going on? Good morning to everybody. You've reached the workout with Kush. I'm your homie Kush. Today is the first of the month of April. So get your Bone Thugs and Harmony songs out. Let's start singing it. Y'all already know the song if you are about my age, 30s, 40s. Y'all should know that song verbatim. You know what I'm saying? Here's the lovely river out here. We got a draft weekend that's been fulfilled. We can check that off our box. We're going to discuss that today. But first, I'm going to bring on my player partner, the man that can be able to give us a good nighttime perspective of the nation, give us a good morning perspective of the nation, and be consistent with his word. I'm going to bring out my co-host, my good buddy, my OG Raider.
What up?
Good morning, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. It's a nice sunny day out. There go the sun. He's saying good morning to the nation too, so can't be mad at that.
Salute to everybody. Hope all is well.
Yeah, morning Pena. Morning Ben. Morning Nate. How you doing? Jesse, good morning. Morning
What's
Worm. Yeah, man. Just I was listening to some coaches talk about our new seventh round D tackle, Nestry. Um, I listened to a couple people interview some scouts about that dude and his coach when he was in Miami, and he plays angry, like he needs like therapy type of angry, and he was one of the top D tackles coming out of high school. He was a four star recruit, but the one thing that it must. I mean, I kind of noticed it, but it has to. It hasn't been mentioned yet from anybody that I've talked to within the Raider circle. Is that the one thing that just dawned upon me this morning, and I don't know if this is factual. I was just looking this up too, but I was about 75% done with my homework, and you know what I found, bro? And I know you probably thought about it, but again, just bringing it up for conversation. I believe every player that we drafted was a senior, and I need to fact check that. But Nestry, Nestra was a senior. Tyree was a senior. I believe Mayer was a senior. No, for sure, Chris Smith was a senior. Trey Tucker was a senior. Yeah, Young was a senior.
all of them were
So
seniors. We didn't draft anybody. We didn't draft any juniors.
yeah,
It's all
I like
seniors.
that.
You can't draft sophomores anymore. So juniors or seniors, and I'm not really tripping on junior or senior. You know what I mean? Like to me, it don't really
Yeah,
matter. If you're a junior, that means you were a true freshman. You know what I mean?
yep,
Usually when you're a senior, sometimes you're a true freshman, but you're also a red shirt too. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough, you know.
yeah. It showed me that we took the Senior Bowl really seriously this year with our consideration on who we was going to draft.
Remember, not every senior goes to the Senior Bowl.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that we took a lot of consideration into that because as you have players that are going to enter into the Senior Bowl, you have their coaches that are also attending, you have their teammates, and if you are coach or coordinator for that Senior Bowl, you'll also ask, hey man, is there a player out there that's on your team that we're missing out on as a senior? Who is your homies? Who do we need to be looking out on tape for? So those little small insights like that, it seems like where we really got that upper hand, that advantage this year in the draft, if we had one at all. But it was ironic to see that all of our guys that we drafted were a little bit older than the rest of the pack, including our quarterback. I believe he was the senior as well because he fought off like eight other guys trying to be a starter. So yeah, I think there was a theme here that we were looking
Which
for.
doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence in him either.
In Aiden?
Huh?
Oh, what? Him beating out eight quarterbacks for the job?
You didn't beat out 8 quarterbacks. 4 people graduated before you.
Okay.
It's not beating them out. You know what I mean? You was 5th on the list. 4 dudes in front of you graduated. That's not beating them out.
Hey,
that's them graduating.
Well, I put it this way: he's throwing the rock. He was throwing the rock for him for 2 years. They say that his 2020 season or his season past year wasn't as great because they had to switch out, I guess, a coordinator or coach. So that shows that he's a system guy. To me, he's not going to go out there, pick up from whoever coach is out there, and he's going to dominate. You got to be able to scheme around his abilities. So 2021 tape, they say go take a look at, and you start to see what the Raiders saw in him.
No, I hear you. Look, I'm not trying to hate on the kid. You know what I mean? I honestly feel like drafted a little too high. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't have high hopes for him.
Happy Monday, Seagal. Happy Monday. Y'all had a good draft too. We'll get to that in a minute.
What up,
My bad. Go ahead.
For me, bro, I'm like, this guy's a practice squad guy. You know what I mean? We're drafting practice squad quarterbacks in the 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
3rd round, whatever round bro, it's a little, I'm sorry. I feel like it's a little too early. Stu may not like that. I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? My homie.
I bet Stu going crazy right now. Huh?
I'ma just be honest, bro. You know what I mean? This is a practice squad guy, bro. If he struggled in college, you know what I mean, because of changing out a coordinator, the hell make you think he gonna come in here and be any successful when he's got to change to the NFL? It's not.
Yeah.
This dude.
Hey, John. I don't know if he's addressing that question, but no, John, they all weren't at the Senior Bowl, bro. They were all seniors, but they all didn't get the invite.
Well, you got to remember, the people who get invited to the Senior Bowl is usually the people who don't get invited to the Combine.
Right. You know what I also found is that Nestra, we spent one of our top 30 visits on that dude.
To draft him in the 7th round, huh?
You know what I'm saying? I think it was a little bit of getting to know him and trying to figure out if he was going to be worth picking up or what. But he must have did something right, because I see he could have went undrafted. He could have went UDFA for sure. But it could be a potential good pickup if he keeps his mental right. They say he has the mental kind of like of that Tillery. He's going to get a lot of penalties if he makes the team, that is.
This guy is definitely on the back burner. I definitely see him on the back burner. Big guy, can't get sideways. You know what I mean? Can't get sideways. So he's definitely practice squad, bottom of the tier. You know what I mean? If anything, bottom of the tier. You know what I mean? So for me, it's
what up, OJ?
Not the greatest pick, but I'm not mad at it either. Because if he actually pans out, it's a tremendous upside. You know what I mean? So I gotta wait to see if it pans out. But if it does, you know what I mean? If he actually does work out, bro, it has a tremendous upside.
Yep.
If he doesn't work out, it was a 7th round pick. I'm not worried.
Yeah. I think if anything, it brings the spark to that D tackle room that's much needed. If on the high side of this kid, he could be that gem that we need to be able to disrupt that middle of the field, to be able to get up enough space for our linemen and our edges to work and cook. So I do like his upside. And like I said, worst comes to worst, he's a 7th round pick. He doesn't make the team. We got 8 other D tackles. You know what I'm saying? So
Bro, I mean,
we'll be all right.
we got a list of D tackles, bro.
Bro, hey, only thing I feel for is the food team, the nutrition team for the Raiders. They got a bunch of tall, big, huge motherfuckers that's just gonna be tearing that shit up during training camp. They about to eat good. I
yeah.
do like
People are
I
like,
like
"Oh,
the
we don't have." Bro, you better go look at how many freaking D tackles we got, bro.
here's one thing I found is that about our D tackle that we drafted in the, correct me here, is it the third that we spent on him for Byron for Young?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so he's from Laurel, Mississippi, and he's about 6'3.5", almost 6'4", just a smidget around 300, you know. But the thing about him is that he's kinfolks or good friends with a lot of pros that have made it on the O line. One of them being one of our old linemen from Mississippi. So you give him a weight and conditioning program that's going to be comparable to Alabama. He came from Alabama, very talented. He had to pack on some more pounds, but I really like him too. I like his upside. And you get him on a conditioning program, let him pack on 5 or 10 pounds a year, maybe in by year 2, I'll be happy with that. You know.
Yeah. So I hear you. But people say we don't have any D tackles. We have 7 of them.
Yeah. Right.
We have 7 defensive tackles, bro. Um,
Yep.
you know, um, we have 2 weak side linebackers. We have 3 middle linebackers. We have 2 strong side linebackers. We got 4, 8, 12, 15. We have 15 fucking defensive backs, bro.
Yep.
15. You know, Nate Hobbs, Marcus Epps, Trayvon Merrick, Duke Shelley, Jacorian Bennett, Roderick Teamer, Christopher Smith, David Long Jr., Brandon Faison, Jaquan Johnson, Isaiah Palomalu, Amik Robinson, Sam Webb, Jalen Elliott, and Tyler Hall. Um, yeah, that's a lot of defensive backs, man. Sorry, everybody's not making the squad.
Right.
Everybody's not making the squad. I think Christopher Smith takes Trayvon Merrick's spot.
Yep.
Uh, I don't think Amik is 3rd string nowhere. I think he's better than Duke Shelley. And that's just me. Um, I think he's better than Duke Shelley. Definitely know he's better than David Long Jr. And he proved to be better than Tyler Hall last year as well. Um, he's also better than Roderick Teamer. Even though Teamer plays safety, he's better than Webb. He's better than Faison. Um, People were like, "Oh, Faison." Remember, we had Faison and we let him go. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't working for us when we had him. I don't know what you expect to get from him again. He didn't work the first time. He's supposed to work the second time. Sorry, I don't see it that way.
Hey, we got him back for cheap. We were going to pay him. We let him test out free agency. We said, hey, we got a new coordinator. He ain't fucking with you right now to pay you that much for unknown talent from him. He was going to try out his own guys. He went to another team. Where did he go? He went to the Chargers, I think, for a little bit.
He
Yeah,
went
he was our.
wherever he went. It wasn't here. He left here.
Yeah, right. So I mean, if we're just looking at that thirst that needs to be quenched for a tall, lanky cornerback, then he's going to do it for camp, at least until now. I still think that cornerback room is still going to get adjusted with some trades. I mean, or maybe a free agency signing. Um, One player that's still out there, if we want that prototypical starter that may have a little bit of juice left, that may be like our Casey Hayward, is Marcus Peters still out there?
Nope.
He's gone?
Gone.
Okay.
He signed
Morning.
on a $1.3 million deal with the Giants.
Ah, damn.
1.3,
When did you do
bro.
that?
I bitched about this weeks ago, bro. 1.3.
Fuck.
He signed for 1.3, bro.
That would have been a great signing, dog. A great signing. If we would have got him, I would have been happy.
Me
I would
too.
have been real happy.
Especially for 1.3.
Yeah. Yeah, you throw 1.3 on it, we good. Right? Man,
that's a deal.
that's a deal. That's a still of a deal.
That's a deal.
Wow.
But no, not us.
So he could have came to us, and that would have been a tax-free. That would have been a tax-free mission for my boy too. He could have took that tax money that he saved and went to the casino, bet on black, just followed you, bet on black 13, and he could have tripled that. He could have had about an extra hundo, 200 right there, just from his tax money. You know what I'm saying? We could have got us a good one. So I don't know, man. If that's the case, then we possibly going to trade, because that was the only free agent that cornerback wise, I think that was probably left. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole board, so I won't speak on that yet. But I have a feeling that they got to fill that need. Linebacker, I'm not too pleased with what we have right now. But I think they're going to give the guys that played last year a chance. It seems like, which is not going to satisfy a lot of our happiness that we need to be able to get from that position. At least for me, I want to see somebody out there with some veterans. I would love to trade for. They were talking about White was not happy. Patrick Queen probably ain't going nowhere now, but the linebacker opportunity is shoring up, and I don't know if we're gonna get anybody. I think we're gonna rock with what we have right now.
Yeah, probably will end up rocking with what we have, which is fine. Look, I still think that, like, I looked at the roster. I see what they're trying to do. I do believe that they could win football games with this team, no problem. Still on the edge on it being a playoff team. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just being real.
Yeah. Hey, look, you could be a tackling machine all you want to. You know what I mean? I can make a shitload of tackles, but I can also miss a shitload of tackles by not being in the right position.
I think you're talking about Leon Hall and I forget the other dude name that we got UDFA.
Nathan Walsh is talking about a boy from Pittsburgh, Spillane.
Oh, I ain't got there yet.
He's talking about Spillane. So like I like Spillane, don't get me wrong. I like the way he plays, down hood guy. Can't cover for shit though. Bro, this guy couldn't cover a puddle with a 90-foot blanket. He couldn't cover a 10-foot puddle with a 90-foot blanket, bro. So, but maybe that gets fixed. But as it stands right now, he's worse than Diablo in coverage.
Right. What's good, Twan? Good morning to you.
Raider Romeo, no. Look, I feel like you damage a kid when you compare him to the GOAT. You know what I mean? I think you, and they were really only comparing his arm. They wasn't comparing
his release.
His
release.
His release to Brady, but yet and still, I feel like you shouldn't do that to a young quarterback. Put him in the same sentence with the GOAT ever. You know what I mean? Should never put a young rookie quarterback in the same sentence with the GOAT ever.
Right.
Unless you say that young rookie quarterback is Tom Brady's son. Oh, it's his son. Okay, cool. Say his name all you want to.
or Shador, because he's being mentored by Tom.
Yeah, look,
That's the only person that'll say
as
that.
much as I like Shador, bro, he'll never beat Brady, bro. He'll
That's what
never
I'm
beat
saying.
Brady.
If you don't have a dude that's being mentored by Tom to be able to know exactly what the fuck Tom is saying to the kid, you can't compare him. Like, and you can't just leave it out there and say, yeah, he reminds me of Tom Brady. So the thing about it is what Dirty's conveying as well is that his release, they took the media took that and was like, this is the next Tom Brady. Look how goofy he looks. He looks like yada yada. They said his release, and if you watch it, he's quick. He doesn't have the speed. He knows he doesn't have the speed. So he's quick on figuring out who he's going to get the ball to, getting his release out there, and that's where they're looking at like how Tom Brady, he never really had the mobility, but once he figured out how to be able to not be a mobile quarterback and be effective early on, that's what they're comparing his ability to. Now, the other stuff, just I don't want to speak bad on nobody's name when it comes to that to players. Just look them up. Do your research, look him up, find out his background, and you'll see like where he's coming from. His background is a little
I'm telling
little
y'all
bit
right
like a lot of folks we know.
I'm telling y'all right now, don't put a whole lot into this guy right now, bro. He is your backup quarterback. He's your backup to your backup to your backup right now. Like this
Yep.
dude is fourth string. He's a fourth string quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
And that's
And
just it's hey, congratulations getting to the NFL. Wish you
right.
the best. You know what I mean? Want to see you ball out. But this dude,
This also shows one thing too, Dirty, is that um, one thing that we've always speculated about Josh McDaniels is that he doesn't want an all-star, an ego coming in. He's the guy that he wants to teach, mentor. You look at what he did to Jimmy G. Jimmy G didn't even know how to read playbook before he came to Josh McDaniels. And this is coming out of the mouth of Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what I'm saying? So he wants a QB that he can mold into whatever. And this dude is just a big mold of clay. And that's the way we have to look at him, is that Josh McDaniels is going to mold him. He's going to be that backup rookie homie that's going to be like Hoyer. We're going to see him around the league being that backup guy that may come in for 1 or 2 games, doesn't really do too much possibly. But the high side is if he has the ultimate high side and he does that, he may be getting some games in because we know Jimmy G's durability. He may go down and we may be seeing him or go ahead, Dirty. I won't ruin your thunder, brother. Go ahead. I know who you about to say. We got to have a Chase Garbage conversation.
oh man, look.
We gotta have a Chase Garbage conversation, man.
I got faith in Chase. You know what I mean? I got faith in Chase. You know, if I end up being wrong, then I'm just wrong. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna speak what I say and what I feel. You know, and for me, I feel like Chase can be a good quarterback. I'm not saying that Aiden O'Connell can't be a good quarterback. I'm just saying I'm not expecting much from him this year. I'm putting realistic expectations on the kid. I don't expect him to do a whole lot this year. I just don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're expecting him to come in and be a starter and take the job from it, man, you're crazy.
Right.
You're crazy if you're thinking that. Brady
We,
didn't do that. Brady had
we
to sit
saw
on the bench too.
we
You
saw
know?
with our last quarterback the same thing, how difficult it is, and how you see a guy like Stidham who didn't have all the experience in the world but knew the system and could play well in it. You can't get a rookie and expect him to pick up that. It's not.
We did take first off, we didn't take Brandon Faison off the streets. We took Brandon Faison from the Chargers. He wasn't on the streets. He was on the Chargers and he was on their practice squad. He had just so happened to got released 2 days prior to us picking him up. It's not picking him up off the streets. I don't even think he had cleaned out his locker yet. You know what I mean? So my whole thing was this regime shipped him away, and now they want to bring him back. You can't ask me to have faith in him. You just can't.
Yeah. Yep.
They shipped him away, and now they want to bring him back.
Yep.
You can't expect for me to have a lot of faith in the kid, man. I felt like it was just a depth chart piece. You know what I mean?
Well, the
Hey,
thing
2
about it
days
is,
teamless, not 2 days homeless, 2 days teamless.
well,
Difference.
the thing about it is that when you got uh possible opportunity to get a Marcus Peters out there that's still there, my vote would have been on Marcus because he has that playmaking ability that's proven. Even though he's a little bit older, I still take him. He still got some tread left.
I can't, Omar. I can't call him an upgrade yet, bro. It's hard to call any draft player an upgrade until you actually see them play. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not trying to shit on the kid. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to downgrade him. Look, anybody in the silver and black, I got nothing but love for, high hopes, want to see you perform. But at the same time, I'm not on the coaching staff. I'm not in the front office, so I don't have to bite my tongue and be 100% nice to you and kiss your ass. That's not how I get down. I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you the truth. You know what I mean? And the truth is, until you actually do something on the field, I'm a reserve judgment. I'm a reserve judgment until you do something on the field. But I don't expect you to do anything on the field this year. I'm just being honest. I need to see how this kid can come in and actually pick up this complicated ass playbook. For me, I feel like Chase Garbers has a leg up on him by being in the system one whole year more. That's all.
Yep.
I actually think Chase is better than Brian Hoyer. Even though if you go to
The Raiders.
ESPN and pull up the Raiders depth chart, they got Chase Garbers at 4.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that's BS. If you're asking me, that's BS.
Right.
Brian Hoyer has been to I don't know countless how many teams. And
What if
Gabe was saying it last night. I was peeping you, Gabe. I saw you say it last night. But we need, bro. You know how I feel about a dude taking up a spot on the team just to hold a damn clipboard. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have it, even if it's not a quarterback, you know what I mean? It could be something else that we may need that needs to
look?
be in that uniform. I'm
Let,
not
let me let me
good
let me pose
guys being on the
let me pose
sideline.
this let me pose this question to you, Dirty, real quick. Let's say hypothetically, if you're the quarterback coach or you're the offensive coordinator, wouldn't you want to bring in a guy you know and you're just gonna lose him? You got Jimmy Garoppolo who needs a refresher on this offense. You know back in November that we were gonna possibly draft Aiden O'Connell, and then we got Chase Garbers who he just got cut short of his one-on-one lectures that he was having with Stidham, with dude that went to or not Stidham, yeah, dude that went to the Broncos.
Yeah.
So who's to say that Hoyer is even going to make the roster? He may be there just to continue educating these young boys and our vet that needs a refresher course. And why? Who else would we want to get than a person that's been in that offense for so many years, and he can be able to be like that Stidham person, that Stidham cat to come in. And you saw how much. Well, it didn't work out, but you saw what DC said. Hey, Stidham is showing me a lot of stuff that about the nuances of this offense. You can't see. You have to go out and you have to talk about it, deliberate, and think through. I think that would be a good ass move. And who's to say he's going to even make it past there? But if you got a perfect plan, then you have Chase Garbers, that's going to be that backup QB that has in his second or third year, he has mentors of Stidham and Hoyer. And if this O'Connell kid works out, I think he'll be a practice squad QB. Who's to say that he won't work his way up, but he's going to have to learn everything from the ground up. And he's putty. He's absolute putty with the Tom Brady comparison, which I like. I like that concept. If I look at it that way.
Bro, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Okay. I'm looking at Brian Hoyer's stats. 14 years in the NFL, going on 15. Has not crossed 11,000 yards.
Right.
Only has 53
Yeah,
touchdowns.
I'm with you, OJ.
He averages 7 yards a pass. He has 35 interceptions. He's been sacked 89 times, and he has a rating of 82.9. $14 seasons. You haven't thrown 100 touchdowns in 14 seasons?
Yep.
Your best year was Houston 2015 when you threw 19 touchdowns and 2,000 yards. I'm sorry. Maybe Cleveland when you threw for 3,000 yards in Cleveland in 2014. Since then, not impressed.
Right.
Let's just go back to 2018. I don't even need to go back that far. Let's go 2018. You threw for 7 yards. 2019, you threw for 372 yards. 2020, you threw for 130 yards. 2021, you threw for 227 yards. 2022, you threw for 37 yards. Bro, come on, man. You're killing
right.
me. You're killing me. You're killing me. I don't even need you holding the clipboard, bro.
Right.
I don't need you holding the clipboard, bro. I don't need a quarterback that can rally up a few wins, man. I believe O'Connell is better than Hoyer. I don't think he's better than Chase right now. And that's because he's a rookie and he's coming into the NFL and has no experience at all, not even a preseason game in the NFL. You have to reserve judgment until actions are shown, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to downplay the kid. I'm just saying it makes sense to me to go with the quarterback who has some sense of the playbook.
What up, we the people?
I'll tell you this right now, bro. If they didn't have any faith in Chase Garbers as a quarterback, bro, they would have signed somebody else when they let go of DC, so they wouldn't just have Chase on the sideline. But when they let go of DC, it was just Chase and the other dude. Stidham, yeah. It was just them. Look, once you leave, I tend to forget your name.
And you saw me struggling with him, brother. I was like,
once you leave, if you wasn't here that long, I tend to forget your name. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but I think that's their system, because I mean, who else is they gonna have as that veteran guy? I think that's what McDaniels likes to have, and going off of his personality, he probably wants a veteran that says, hey, he gonna be able to look at it and be like, you know what I'm saying, Stidham? He needs that dude that's gonna be like, Hoyer, you feel what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yep. Even though he ain't never had no playing time, he needs that for camp, so that way these dudes learn. And drafting a quarterback like O'Connell, he's gonna be, or O'Donnell, whatever his name is, he's gonna be the dude that's gonna be that for the future. He's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, O'Connell? Yep. I got you, coach. No problem. He wants that.
Yeah, I feel you. No, look. 14 seasons, bro. I don't know how much longer going on to season 15, man. I don't know how much longer y'all think Brandon Hoyer can do this. Especially if our defense is anything like I expect it to be. I expect this guy to wake up one morning and be like, you know what, coach, I don't even want to do this shit no more.
Yeah, exactly. He gonna be gone, man. He ain't gonna be out there starting no snaps. If we need him, we know where to find him. But he's gonna be the mentor, the dude to make sure that everybody tying their shoes the right way. They following their steps. They're preparing. They're listening. They bring their notebook. They bring a blue pen, not a black pen. All of that shit.
Thank you,
He's
man.
that guy.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot, bro. I tried to do a good show last night.
Yeah, man, it was, bro. It was a good job. You and Phil, man. That was great.
Yeah, I tried to do a little something different.
I think all your shows are great, though, bro. So you just keep up the good work, man. And
I appreciate that. I don't think all my shows are great. I I think
in their own way.
hey, look, being honest, man, some of my shows I do, I be like, man, that show was trash.
That's
Especially
okay.
when it's look, when it's a ton of arguing and people are talking over each other and points aren't being made. I think those shows are trash, bro.
Oh, trust me.
They're good
I know.
shows. Don't get me wrong, they're good shows. I'm not trying to downgrade them and be like, oh, you didn't do a good. Nah, I just feel like,
Nah.
bro, you can hear. You know what I mean? When you can actually hear, two people having a conversation and they're not talking over each other, it just comes
Yep.
across a little bit cleaner. And I find those to be great shows.
Here's where I differ is that I think those shows are even better than the shows that have nothing going wrong because you could pick that apart and you see it. Like I could tell you a noticeable difference between everybody's energy. When I have my show and I do mine and I have with Earn or I have one on a panel with somebody or I do it by myself or if you're on the show or if we have an extra panelist, you can sense the energy. And so when you have a bad show, it always comes down to one thing usually. And it's either somebody got something that they really are animated about, they forget that they're recording, and they just start talking out of their ass. And so when you see those situations, I love it. I love adversity because when you have a bad show, then we can be able to go back and be like, look, hey, here's the ground rules. All right. Number one, don't be fucking disrespecting me. My vote, my opinion is my fucking opinion. Your vote, your rules, your views is your fucking opinion. When we have a talk, this is how it's gonna go down. I say my piece, you say your piece. And that's how that conversation, when you start having those real solid conversations with people to improve, that's how you make motherfuckers better. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you don't have to take it from the outside looking in, from people telling you, hey, that was a bad show, or that was a good show. And you know, in all heart of hearts, every show is a show, it's just getting a rep and you're gonna just try and have that perfect show, but it's never gonna be there. But I've seen you, and I've seen you make your attempts, especially even with the cussing parts on this past show. And I'll tell you, because like I said, I don't bite my tongue about nothing, man. You know me, it's hot HOP, honest, open, and professional. I
Yeah.
saw you making an attempt to not swear, and I have to give you your roses to that for just making that attempt. That's something that's very difficult when you're late at night, you're a father, you're used to venting, and you just had a draft done. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you my HOP view of what you did, man. That's something that nobody else is going to be able to do. It's like having Bernie Mac going to go sing, you know what I'm saying, have a clean show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a piece of his dialogue, his dialect. So just keep at it, keep those reps, because once you got other stuff that's gonna start transpiring from that, I see those reps turning into making good shows and everything else. So
Yeah.
it's stuff you had to work on, of course. But hey,
I don't.
every show is
I'm gonna
great.
drop a bomb every now and then.
You
You know what I
should.
mean? I mean
It's YouTube,
that's
and you at the
reality.
crib.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing: there's no reason to cuss if there's no issue to cuss at.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So like,
Temperance. That's where it
I
comes
mean,
in. You just gotta know when to
I'm
play
trying to
them.
watch my language in general because look, I cuss around my kids, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I do, bro. I
Me
cuss around
too.
my kids, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't change. I be in traffic. Like, man, can you get your ass out the road, bro? Like, come on, man, dude.
Yep.
What are you doing, bro? Like, I put look. I gotta stop doing this, bro. But I pull up on the side of people and look at them and shake my
Yeah, I
head,
know. Me,
like,
I
man,
do the
what are
same
you doing, dude?
thing.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've gotten better. I used to
Yeah.
pull up and be like, hey, man, what are you doing, bro? You want to watch the road? Like, but now I just
Right,
look at
right.
it and go, and you just keep going, bro. I used to
I'm gonna
toss
tell you. I'm
pennies.
gonna tell you what.
I used to throw pennies at
I'm gonna
people.
tell
I
you
used
what.
to
I'm
throw
gonna
pennies
tell
on
you
the
what
side.
therapy. I'm gonna, yeah, I know it. I used to do the same shit. I'm gonna tell you what years of therapy has taught me. And I had a therapist, man. And shout out to this little Asian dude, man. He used to just sit in the corner, like I said, with his hoodie on, and he'd have his face covered up, and just sit there in the corner. And then he would just keep it real with me when I was done. He was like, "All right, look." He's like, "Kush, this is what you need to do." He's like, "Every time you get mad, you get upset, he's like, and you want to act out on something, just imagine that you have a secret power that you could be able to imagine Like, say you had that situation, and besides going off on that person that cut you off in traffic, you think to yourself, you gonna say, if that person didn't cut me off, I was gonna die a horrible death right here. I was gonna, flip. I was gonna hit something. I was gonna lose attention. There was gonna be another traffic, an hour down the way that was gonna cut me off. He's like, always think about it from that perspective first. And then I want you to think about it from their perspective if you're still angry and think that motherfucker just cut me off. They're going to have a horrible death or something's going to happen to them if you really feel that way. And then just let the universe have at it. He's like, you'll feel a lot better in the long run because you'll be thinking about other shit. You'll get distracted from wanting to act out on it. And I tell you what, the shit happened one time. I was in Tacoma. This motherfucking motorcycle cut me off, bro. Takes off, and I was like, man, I want to just haul ass and just hit this motherfucker, man. And I'm like, man, let me just chill. And I watched him. He hit a wheelie, end up trying to go too fast off of it, and his whole body bounced off the pavement. And he got up, and he was like, I'm good. And I was like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't good. You need to go sit your ass down. Like, if you have a hard ass hit like that, you get up, your body is still in shock. My boy was out. So, tell you, man. Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, that adrenaline was pumping, and his ego wouldn't let him be like, y'all motherfuckers wish this was gonna happen to me because I was driving recklessly. But hey, when people do shit like that, it comes back
people,
to them.
It ain't always the guy on the bike. Sometimes it's traffic, but then you got these dudes on these bikes, bro, that they get out there and
it was a crotch rocket.
Yeah, of course it was a rocket. You know what I mean? Yep. They get out there, bro, and they wanna show off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They want to show off, bro. And unfortunately, there's a price to pay for showing off.
Right.
Sometimes it can be your life.
Exactly.
It could be the last thing you do. You know what I mean? So I tell people, man, the moment you don't fear that bike anymore, put that shit away.
Man, please say it again for the
motherfuckers. Stop riding. The moment you don't have no fear of that bike and what can be done and what can be lost, you don't need the bike no more.
Yep.
You're done with the bike. Your motorcycle life is done. You're on to another stage, bro. Go get a Formula One race car, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, bro. I've been riding for a very long time.
That's the truth. That's the damn truth.
I still have fear in me every time I get on one. I still have fear in me because there's no guarantee I'm coming back when I ride that thing, bro. There's no guarantee.
Big cat. The big cat may not come back. Yeah, man. I had a homie. He had I think it was called a R6 back in the day. We had, our deployment money and shit. And my boy went out and he got I think a R1, R2, whatever it was. He got an R6, a bigger model. And he used to go down to Daytona Beach down in Florida. They had this thing called Black Bike Week. And he was trying to show out doing wheelies and shit. And the first time he skated away from it and was cool. And I was like, bro, you better chill. And he crashed that bike, got an insurance check, got a brand new bike, went down there the next year, broke his fucking femur. Smashed his shit, trying to look cute, you know what I'm saying, for some chick in a G-string. Tore his shit up, man. He ain't never been the same. So yeah, man, it ain't all that, especially when you're young, man. I would say at least have somebody that's older.
I made a deal with God. We had a conversation. You know what I mean? When I bought my bike, and our conversation went like this: Lord, if you let me get this bike and live while I ride it, I will never stunt.
Yeah.
And I have never stunted. I've crashed. I've been hit. I'm still here. But I've never stunted. I've kept my end of the deal. So he kept his. You know what I mean? So I said, I still won't stunt, bro. I don't care. You can call me soft all you want to. I don't stunt. Now you want to race on straightaway? I'll race you all day long. No problem.
See, And that's the thing, Dirty, is that in my opinion, I've never been a part of it. This is an outsider looking in's perspective, but just knowing how units and small groups work is the reason why there's a low accident rate for biker clubs. Is because you have mentors. You have fucking mentors that'll bring you in and be like, "Hey, this is how you do shit. This is how you ride." And you get to watch, even if they don't tell you things, you get to watch and see how they navigate through the streets and traffic. And they're some of the best riders in the world. When you see some of these younger kids, they just get on the crotch rocket. They don't have that mentorship a lot of the times. Like they do in certain clubs, they are. But when you're looking at like a 20-something-year-old kid, like I'll never let my kid do that. I'd rather let my kid say, okay, if you want to do that and you got the energy to get that out, let's go to the track. And then once you become of age and you become late 20s, then hey, you join your own biker club or do whatever else you want to do because you get that pack community that's going to help you to be able to learn how you ride together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But there are some wild boys. Like you look at the Philly cats that's out there on the East Coast. We just talking West Coast and our style. Like there's a whole pack in like Philadelphia, Jersey that be riding them.
Man,
Man, they go crazy on that shit, bro.
there's massive there's clubs everywhere, bro. Every
Mm-hmm.
city, every state, you know what I mean, every country, you know what I mean, all across the world there's motorcycle clubs, bro. uh
Yep.
some of the biggest, Mongols, Vagos, Hell's Angels, Rough Riders, Soul Brothers, Chosen Few, um Outcasts. Those are some of the larger, what I mean, motorcycle clubs. But then you got smaller clubs too that have been around for forever. Like my club been around, I want to say 15 years. You know what I mean? The one great thing about my club is we've never lost a rider to a motorcycle accident as an active
See?
member. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We've had some accidents, don't get me wrong. We've had riders get into accidents, but we've never had a rider die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From a motorcycle accident, um, until recent. And he was a retired club brother. He wasn't active. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but you know, he's the we lost him, and then we lost uh uh what was he was getting ready to be a prospect. We lost him. You know what I mean? His brother is in the club. He was getting ready to be a prospect. We lost him, and then we just lost another rider Friday. He was supposed to be a prospect too. He was supposed to start
Oh
this
man.
weekend. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he was supposed to start prospect this weekend. Um, but once you get with a club, you know what I mean. Once you get with a club, they teach you everything you need to know about riding. You know what I mean. And
Right.
I don't really ride by myself. None of us really ride by ourselves. Um,
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Running through the world all alone. Yep. What's up, JV? How you doing?
yeah. What up, Sibo? How you doing, man? Said anyone can make you if you drink their liquid and food they make if they know how to. Hey,
Hey, okay. Yeah.
okay. Deep,
All right. Yeah, that's
deep,
a deep thought. That's a deep Monday morning thought
deep,
right there. Something
eh,
must have happened. That's a story behind that one, Sibo. That's a
deep.
story behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's deep.
That's a story.
Yeah, nah, but like it's fun though. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I feel that.
get on
I
that
feel
bike,
that.
open road, head out to Vegas with like 17 other dudes on bikes, bro. Yeah, man. Bro, you have
Yeah.
any idea how that looks as we hit the road, bro? You have any idea how that look?
I could tell you from a perspective of taking over a country with a whole bunch of tanks and things like that rolling into a place that no one's ever seen before. But no, I can't say from a motorcycle perspective. And I think that's why a lot of military people are attached to that group feeling and that group setting
Yeah,
is to recreate that feeling because it's the one of the few things. That's the reason why I don't get excited over too many things anymore is because of that adrenaline dump that I had as a young man doing shit like that. So I can just imagine. That's why I dare not try and ride a motorcycle. Doing shit like this is probably as close as I'm going to get to get some community bonding to get some adrenaline rush I'll ever do again, unless I play some flag football or some shit again. You know what I'm saying?
See,
I'm old, man.
That's just part of my club. That's who I went to Arizona with a couple of weeks ago. It's on the share tab.
Okay.
I
don't have it on mobile.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'll get you posted.
Oh, it's coming, JB. It'll be up this week. I'm putting the finishing touches on a couple of things.
That's what's up.
You know, the logo wasn't done. I had to still trying to finish on that logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's not Jack Bauer. I don't believe. JV
nah, that's not Jack Bauer.
Yeah, he Jack Bauer 24 is Jack Bauer.
Yeah. So I mean, but you know, that's that right there. That's a brotherhood right there. You know what I mean? When you get a chance, it's on there.
I don't have it on my mobile for whatever reason. I don't know why I can't.
You're at the bottom where it says more. Guess where it says guess. It should be a 1 lit up.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
There we go. Bet. It wasn't even lit up. Whatever reason. Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's part of San Diego, part of Inland Empire, and part of our Stockton chapter. We were at the border of California, Arizona.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
You definitely know where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always different, bro. You can ask my club, bro. I'm always different, bro. Like
you're a Leo, bro. You're a Leo. Of course you different, man.
Like even when they named me, they was like, how you want it written out? And I gave them the writing, and they was like, bro, you are fucking different. Why you gotta be so goddamn difficult, dirty? I'm like, just like, bro, look, I don't want to be the same as everybody else on the set.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many other dirty reds there is on the set, bro?
How many?
You know what I mean? Like, you know how many dirty reds there is on a motorcycle set? And not a one is spelt like me. Not a one. And every one of them that I meet, they be like, bro, that shit right there is, yeah, you the true dirty, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's dope, bro. That's hella dope.
If you don't know what I mean, why I say I'm difficult, I'm dirty. This is the tag on my vest. So if you can see, you know what I mean? That's the tag on my vest. You see the red is upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
I'm different like that.
I'm different.
You know, I decided to spell dirty the way I spell it. You know what I mean? So
hey, that's how you do it. You
I just want to be different, bro. I just want to be different, bro.
Even
like when I bring it to this YouTube, I just want to be different, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just want to be different.
That's the way it should be.
This was us.
Variety. That you what's the story behind your cartoon?
Huh?
What's the story behind you and Loon's cartoon? I gotta know that
one. You have to talk to Loon.
Okay.
Loon created that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's all on him.
Okay.
So, like I said, that show, you know what I mean? That show was that was all his creation, bro.
Damn.
That was all his creation.
Shout out to Loon and you.
These are my club brothers' bikes.
Oh.
As you can see, I was in the truck again. I'm always in my truck.
Yeah.
I'm always in my truck. But yeah. Hey, Pizzle, for sure. Hey, Pizzle, where are you located, bro? You know what I mean? Like, are you around me? You know what I mean? Like, if you're around me, let me know. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to get a new Harley. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm about to get a new Harley. It'll be new to me. It won't be brand new. It'll be new to me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Pizzle in the Bay, and that's a long way away to be getting shit powder coated. By the time I pay shipping and
It's a
everything,
lot.
bro,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably pay the same thing down here. I
You might just
appreciate it
pay them to
though.
come
I
down.
definitely got folks in the Bay Area though. You know what I mean? That's part of my club. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That could definitely use somebody who can powder coat for real. But I'm in LA. By the time I ship parts, you know how heavy Hardy parts are, bro.
Man, you might as well fly. It'd be cheaper to fly him down just to
Bro,
do that
it'd
shit.
be cheaper to take the whole bike up there in the back of the truck
Yeah.
and just
Hey, that's
drop
fine.
it off.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
like, hey
Yeah.
man, here you go. Here's everything. Yeah, I mean, how long is it gonna take? I'm here for 3 days. Is it gonna take you 3 days?
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Might as well just drive up there, you know what I mean, and drop off all the parts and wait. Like, if it's 3 days, bro, I got 3 days. You know
Yep.
what I
What up,
mean?
Auntie?
So,
Yep.
uh, yeah, the closest, I got 2 chapters like by the bay. Well, not by the bay, you know what I mean? I got Stockton, you know what I mean, and then San Diego and us right now. But I got a
Right.
lot of family still in the Bay Area, so you know what I mean, I can go hang out for 3 days. You know what
There
I
you
mean?
go.
Yeah.
Man, have to do it.
But that's all I
Man.
got is 3 days, bro.
Yep. Hey, for real, man. I feel that. I feel that. Whew. Well, if y'all
Shouts
missed
out
it,
to Ray to take, you know what I mean?
we're Ray at.
Yeah. Shouts out to Ray to take.
He up in there? What's up, Ray?
Nah, Ben's watching this show. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Yeah,
So
that's what's up.
uh, I got no issues with Ray to take. You know what I mean? I like Ray, so shouts out to
Oh
Ray to
yeah,
take.
I got
Um,
I got no issues with my brother, man. Everybody cool, man. I got no issues with, my issues. Just go to TikTok and see. I got that's my therapy. Get it out my system. I got
hey
no beef
Ben,
with Ray.
if you in Stockton and you ever see a pack of dudes with the top dog riders on the back, that's my club. That's my club. You see
Hold on
them,
one
just let
second.
them know you know Dirty, and they'll be like, "Oh, you know Dirty? Oh, yeah." I'm loved by everybody, bro, because I love everybody in my club, bro, for real. Like, I got nothing but love for everybody in my club.
Man, I feel that. I feel that, bro. Well, I don't know what my schedule's gonna be like this week. It'll be a little choppy. I gotta do some traveling all the way up until Friday, and I do not know what my schedule will be looking like. That'll permit me to be doing some workouts this week at the same time.
You
But
on the
regardless,
East Coast this week or what?
nah, I'm gonna be on the West Coast still. I'm gonna be down in Cali. I'm gonna be in the Bay this time, no. So be up there for that big ass cannabis event they got going on. So I'm gonna go
Uh,
up there for a bit.
I,
And
if you can, I would say, if you can, at least one show. You got a
yeah,
lot of people in the Bay that watch your show.
that's
Y'all
what I was
should
gonna
meet up
say.
at the park and go on a walking group at least once.
I'm a definitely try and line that up. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple interviews. I think that for folks that it's gonna be pretty big in cannabis that we may be able to go live with. They got some weird. I tried to get some tickets, man. Them tickets are $600 to get into that fucking event. I was trying to grab a couple tickets, you know what I'm saying, for the boys in the Bay. But yeah, man, they were like it's 600 and they sold out. So I'm trying to get down there, get some interviews with folks. They get you to sign this waiver where everybody that comes into the building, you know what I'm saying, it's already on site. You get to talk to people. They got the cameras on and shit. So I'm a I'm gonna make sure I go live on that. And yeah, if anybody want to do like a little walking group or something in the Bay, I'm gonna be in like Napa Valley You know what I'm saying? But I'll be going between San Fran to Napa Valley all throughout the week. So if anybody want to do something, go live, work out together, get some food, tap in, love to have it. Love to have it. Smoke, of course. I'm gonna have all the good weed, but it probably won't be at 9 because I think the Hall of Flowers starts. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there tomorrow, and then be up there with their setup and everything, man. And man, I just want y'all to see it. It's the biggest cannabis event in the world. It's a whole dispensary at the end that you know what I'm saying, you just open up to. They give you a ticket for each place you go to, each booth for their samples, and then when you go at the end, you just go and show the people your ticket. You pick out whatever you want from each company. So yeah, man, it's gonna be lit. So if y'all see me, if y'all want to tap in, let me know. I'll have weed. I'll have more weed than what I could probably be able to fly my black ass back with. So yeah, I'll drop off and I'll share with my loved ones. So I know Ben, you around that area too, bro. So tap in with me. We'll link up and
Being
everything
far
too.
from there.
Yeah,
You said
yep,
Napa
exactly.
Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
So we
that close to
definitely got to link
Stockton?
up. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's not too far at all, man. That's I think probably an hour, maybe a little bit more. I forget where it's at. But yeah, Ben will find out. He'll let me know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, if y'all want to link up, man, let me know. Be a good opportunity too. I won't be back down there to the Bay for another probably like 3 or 4 months, and then I'm gonna be down in your neck of woods probably next down in LA. So I'll link up with you too. You already know. Let's see
Yeah.
what we got in the chat before we get up out of here. Make
Hey,
sure, man, we
Raider
had,
Rich,
we had a lot of
man.
people talking.
Hey, I'm mad at you, bro. How you gonna go to AZ and not holler at your boy, man?
Hey, you should have
I
saw. You
mean,
should have saw what he said though. He said he was just going on a quick mission. He said he was a quick hour. He's gonna be there for an hour. I remember him saying that.
man, you gonna drive to man. My sister was telling my brother, let's drive to State Line in Vegas and get some cigarettes. And he was like, well, how many packs? And she was
Oh
like,
man,
oh, 4. He was
Rich,
like, hell nah.
come on,
A
Rich, come
carton,
on,
maybe.
Rich.
A carton,
Okay,
yeah. 4 packs?
okay,
No.
okay. I feel you.
I'm not driving a total of 4.5 hours for 4 packs. No.
I feel you there. I feel you there.
No, bro. I'm not doing that.
Ben said he gonna get him a calling line.
I'm
Okay.
picking up like 3 cartons, bro. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
it worth my trip. You know what I
Yep.
mean? If I go, I'm picking up 3 cartons.
Man,
You know,
how
I'm
many
not
is in the
going
carton?
down there for no 4 packs, bro. I'm going down there for cartons.
Yeah. How many is in the carton? What, 24, 12?
10,
10?
10
Yeah,
packs.
that's it. Hey, I
Yeah.
remember coming up. I remember coming up on the border.
I'll make a 4.5 hour total trip, you know what I mean, for 30 packs.
Hey, I remember coming up from the border from California to Oregon, and they had those liquor shacks. You ever hit those up? You get the big ass bottles of liquor, hella cheap.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still got liquor from
What
them.
we call duty free.
Duty free. Yep.
Duty free.
DDP. Yep. Duty. Yep. Duty paid. Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Yep. Yeah, man. I hit that. I hit that spot up. That was the only place I seen
Man,
in America that ever
I
had
ain't never
Hennessy White.
seen a carton of 20.
Carton
It's
20.
20 cigarettes in a pack.
It's probably on the tribes.
It's only 10.
If you go to
It's
the
only
native
10.
tribes,
It's only 10 packs in a carton.
is it
You
on the
know what I
native
mean?
tribe? Maybe.
Unless you smoking Virginia Slims,
Are you going to the native tribes?
huh? Even
Maybe.
then, there's only a carton is only 10, bro.
Okay,
Carton is
I
only
believe you. I believe you. You know, yeah.
I look. I used to work at a Shell station as a cashier, bro. You know what I
Show
mean?
pistol. I got you.
I've seen every single cigarette in the world that has come in, and every carton is only 10.
Yeah, fair enough.
You
Okay,
know what I
okay.
mean? Every carton is only
you was
10.
like, you was like, trust me, I checked.
Chest, bro. I've never seen a carton with more than 10 packs in it. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's never been more than 10. That's how it's easy to keep a count. You know what I mean? It's easy to keep a count that way. You know what I mean? If you just pick up a carton, you go 10, 20, 30, 40. You know what I mean? Like, it's super easy.
Yeah, Ben say it's like 90 minutes. Yeah, man, tap in, bro. I'll be there till like Friday, man. Let's get some food or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you some, probably like the best day to link up with me would be like, probably like Wednesday. because then by then I'll have all of the stuff from the fair. You know what I'm saying? It's at the whole Sonoma Fairground. They shutting the whole shit down. So yeah, I have a good little gift box for you.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. 10 is considered a unit. You know what I mean? When you work in shipping, you know what I mean? 10 of anything is considered one unit. You know what I mean? So cigarettes are just the same way. You know what I mean? A carton is considered a unit.
I'm good, Pizzle. I got the Airbnb, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out because it's a nice ass spot, and I'm gonna try and set up a panel. You know what I'm saying too. I get what you offline about it, Dirty, but I'm trying to set up a panel for it, and we may need a day and a time that'll work with a couple folks. But I'm gonna try and see if we can set that up this next week. Just depends on, like I said, what the schedule look like and what everything else going on. We may have to push it back the week following.
Hey, whatever. Whatever. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here.
Yep.
But, it has reached that time.
Yep. It's that time.
It's that time.
Man, I was scanning through all the comments. I was trying to get through all the comments, y'all. My bad. I was quiet on the comments. I usually speak them all out, but man, we had so many today, man. I love to see y'all showing up today after the draft. It's a lot of good energy out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all representing good. Make sure, I'll keep on saying it, the new people that we just drafted, we just acquired, get on IG, send them a little message, let them know, hey, welcome to the Silver and Black. They may act like they don't see it, but they see it. So do whatever we can to do our part too. So again, dedication is my goal this week. So I'll stay dedicated to give you guys content this week. Just stay, as flexible as you can with me on the times. I'll be getting my workouts in. So I'll hit that camera on whenever I get my workout, and we'll go from there. Dirty, what you got for the people before we get up out of here, man?
Nothing. I got nothing.
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 I don't have nothing, man. Ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
That's what's up. Well,
I'm gonna try and come back. We'll see. I'll try and come back later. We'll see. Like I said, I got a few things I got to work on. I still need to finish up the intro for the new show. I got to finish up the intro for the golf show. I got to finish the logo for the golf show. Finish the editing for the first show for the golf show. And I got a lot of behind the scene things that I need to take care of. So, I'll take care of those, and then I cut you back on YouTube.
yeah, I feel that. Hey, you know what though? That's the thing is like we gotta take that time out. Like right now, I gotta do the same shit, man. You know what I'm working on behind the scenes, bro. But I'm doing some shit that's gonna change the black
Somebody
people.
I watch on YouTube say that shit all the time. Sprayway Customs. Yeah, I mean, he be talk because he do custom cars and stuff. You know what I mean? So he be talking to you and shit like that. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm about to do this, and this, and it." Hey, look, I cut you back on YouTube. And then he turn off the camera. He go do what he got to do, and then he cut the camera back on. Yeah, I cut you back on YouTube.
yeah. Hey, that's where you got to be sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how the workout show started. It was just working out. I was like, man, I gotta do something because I can't just sit there and just be talking to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fiddler. You know what I'm saying? I like to walk around and move. So it fits me perfectly. When I be thinking, that's when I start talking, walking, working out. So I feel that, man. But yeah, we got to get to this bag this week. It's gonna be a busy week. Like I said, get your shit in. We ain't got too much to talk about. We know who we have now. We just got to do the homework and the research on the players that we got. And yeah, man. Hey, until next time, I appreciate you guys for stopping in on this hour of working out, talking about all the stuff that we needed to get out. The chat was live. Looked like you guys got out a whole bunch of stuff that you needed to. I was monitoring it. I appreciate y'all. Ben, have a great day at work, bro. I'm glad to hear that you got a caller line coming in, so we'll be looking forward to that. And man, in the meantime, just win, baby. I'll holler at y'all later.
Hey, Ben, Renfro's not going anywhere this year.
I hope not.
But we'll cut you back on YouTube.
We're gonna end it like that. We catch you back on YouTube.
Catch back on YouTube.